have, the science-based and legally based knowledge necessary to defeat parental alienation successfully. Very true. I've seen, and probably you have as well, you'll have mental health practitioners, law firms claiming that they have expertise in parental alienation. So it's important that you do your homework with those claims and ask them questions about their success rate, their strategies, and what recommendations that they do have from successful clients. Also, it would be important to ask what cases were not so successful and what did they learn from that experience, right? Our team has a superior understanding of the behavioral sciences and their impact on domestic relation issues such as custody and visitation. So they're citing information from Amy Baker. We also have Lewis. And what do we have here? Standard text concerning PA, Parental Alienation Handbook for Mental Health and Legal Professionals. Great. So they understand what the alienator does, and it is a set of behaviors. So there's a campaign of denigration against the target parent. There's frivolous rationalizations for the child's criticisms of the target parent. You know, oh, they're incompetent, and it would be because maybe they're a mediocre cook, just as an example. All right, what's the child doing? Child exhibits both these criteria above, along with two or more of the following. Lack of ambivalence, all right? It's that all or none thinking, and it's devaluating the target parent, and really just it's the way it is. Independent thinker phenomena, that's always a favorite, where they purposefully will say a line like, I made this decision all by myself. Let's see, there's a natural support, a reflexive support of the alienating parent against the target parent. You know, one's all good, one's all bad. Whoop, sorry about that. Absence of guilt over exploiting, over mistreating the target parent, showing absolutely no empathy for the target. They have borrowed scenarios, other people's stories, or their own history is rewritten, and spreading of the child's animosity towards a target parent, extended family, friends. It'll seep into someone's workplace. If there can be an ear, it will be sought out and had. So take a look. This group is from, if we hit contact us, this group, they are in Michigan. So if you are in Michigan, they're worth putting on your list for a phone call. Okay. Alienated from a mother at age 4. This I highly recommend. Right here, my girl Dana. So I know she has been published in books. She is also published extensively online. I absolutely adore Dana. And once I had the term parental alienation through a series of events, she was one of the first people I spoke with. And I'll be honest, I will always treasure the phone call Dana and I had together. We were on the phone over 2 hours. We laughed, we cried. Definitely tap into Dana and read what she has online, and please support her with her books. Let's see, we have our gaslighters aware of what they do. This is by Stephanie Starkis, Dr. Stephanie Starkis. Since publishing my post, 11 Signs of Gaslighting, which in part led to the publication of her book, She received emails asking whether people who gaslight actually do it or not. All right, so it depends on the gaslighter. They do things. The toxic person will do things on purpose to meet their goals. So we'll take a look at that one. What else do we have here? Child estrangement after divorce and mothers. Many believe that when there's an estrangement between a parent and a child, even an adult child, it must be the parent's fault. Not always the case, everybody. All right. As I talked about last week, you should not deny your child visits with their father. But sadly, I've heard from a lot of women, at least once a week, who tell me they've been denied the right to see or speak to their child. Many times the story is complicated. Often the child is now an adult, making the choice to no longer or speak to their own mother. Right? Being estranged from a child is another loss many of us have to cope with after divorce. And the more I'm digging, reading, and researching, there is more of a equal mom, equal dad being erased. It's not a big divide between the two. The difference is a lot of moms have remained quiet because of the shame and guilt attached to not having a child speak to you, and beyond that, really degrading you. With research studies that are out there, the numbers, the ranks are closing in between the moms and dads. And it's so important for us to, as moms, reach out, be engaged with the public. And the more we speak about this issue going on, the more awareness, and no one needs to suffer in silence any longer. And then, does parental alienation affect children? Of course, right? And this is an article from the UK, Rhino Mediation. Okay, they look at what parental alienation is. It's becoming common, especially these days with the increasing cases of divorce. Legally speaking, parental alienation is defined as a form of child abuse wherein custody vilifies or belittles the child's other parent. And it's not that it is new and that's because it's happening. It is because of the awareness. It is because of people speaking out about their situation, about this component where children are becoming weaponized through the divorce process, how family court is an industry, and best interest of the kids is more about how people's pockets are getting lined. So the bad behavior is getting called out, and that's why we're seeing and hearing more of this. So these are some interesting reads. Feel free to click on the link, click on here, subscribe. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for dropping in. Cheers.